Yo, what's up? One day before the meet.
It is to win and keep winning until I attain my dream. A dream they clung to and risked their lives for.
Basically focusing on something very simple at like breathing will help you to be laser focused and be very confident in what you're doing. You're really just there in the moment.
Alrighty, what's up guys? Today is the second day of the second week of the strength block for meet prep. I don't know how many days we are out, but it should be the title of the video. Anyways, today we got some bench. Pretty excited about it. We're going to be going pretty heavy. Hopefully I'm going to hit a PR. I'm feeling pretty good. Last week, I think on that Monday session, I did too much volume. So on the Tuesday session where I was supposed to do a triple, I got the weight up, but it was like the most insane grinder of my entire life on bench. It was crazy. So hopefully that doesn't happen today. It was okay last week because it was the first day, first week of the block. But if it happens today, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed, but we'll see what happens. Because the plan is a double at RP 8.5, which I did the math, and by using the calculation that I did 265 for 3 at like RP 8, I think I can do 280 for 2 at RP 8.5. I've never even benched 275 before technically. So jumping over that is kind of crazy. It's funny because yesterday I did 415 on squat. I've never squatted 405 technically. So like I'm in this gym on pound plates. So it was kind of crazy. I just jumped over that and did 415. So I'm doing kind of the same thing today. So hopefully 280 for 2 moves really, really well. I'm feeling pretty good today. Feeling pretty pumped. So I'm excited to see what I can do. And then after that we got some back downs. I got 3x3 at 85%, so I think that's roughly like 260. So yeah, and then I got some pause sumo deadlift, 70 to 75%, just a 3x3, pretty chill stuff there. And then some accessories. I'll be doing incline bench, which I'm a big fan of, haven't done that in a little while. And then some overhead press and tricep push down. So today's kind of my push accessories day, so that should be pretty fun. So yeah, hyped, good stuff overall. So I will get to that. I use this. This is like the board press that I used to use. Like I put it on here and then bench, but now I just use it to warm up my back for bench, because like I want to be able to have my back flexible a little bit for an arch. So this just helps with that. It's usually not entirely stretched out by the time I do my top set. Come on. Bro, that was chill, bro. That was chill. It was chill. I don't think that was even RP 8.5. That was RP 8. Because I feel like Dang! I think I'm getting better at leg drive. Because I'm like trying to time it perfectly. And if I time it just right off the chest, then I can just... Well, that's sick. In hindsight, I could have done 285 for 2 at RP 8.5, but I was honestly like thinking that 280 would have been like almost RP 9, but it wasn't. It was like RP 8. So, yeah, not much to be mad at there. It's really weird because last week, I think it's also because the volume I did yesterday was different than last Monday, like I said previously. But last week I did 270 for 3, and it was so heavy. And I think it's because I did 225 for 6. I did 3 by 6 with 225 on the day before, whereas yesterday I did 215 for 5, 3 by 5 on that. So a lot less volume, made me actually primed and not fatigued for this session. So yeah, pleasantly surprised with this. I was really debating going for a 3rd rep. You can kind of tell. I don't know if you can tell. When I finished that 2nd rep, I just kind of held it there. I was like, should I go for a 3rd? But I was like, no, it's fine. It's not in the program. I'm not trying to like, you know, do anything crazy. I gotta play everything safe. But yeah, next week we're gonna hit a single. I don't know what that's looking like right now. I'm gonna input this into my calculator. I think I'm about 5 pounds stronger than I was last block on this, which is usually the, you know, it's usually the pattern for me on bench. Squat and deadlift are kind of a wild card. It's usually either like, if it's not the best block, it's usually 5 pounds to 10 pounds on squat. But obviously I got the new knee sleeves and everything, so it went up by a lot. And deadlift is also a wild card because I'm still not entirely used to sumo yet. Anyways, I think next week I have a single out RP 9, but that's getting a little ahead of myself. I'm looking at a number for that next week. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna look at it right now. I'm not. It's gonna be insane. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna get to 3 by 3 at 265. Alright, so good session overall. Bench was a lot better than I was expecting, to be honest. Yeah, 280 for 2. I looked back at the footage, and I mean, I didn't obviously pause as much as like I would in a meet, but I was still. I mean, I paused a decent little bit, more than I thought I did actually. I thought it was more like a touch and go, but no. I synced a little bit on each rep, especially on that second rep. I kind of synced a little bit longer, so that was really cool. I was like RP 8. I was expecting 280 for 2 to be RP 8.5, but I was surprised, which is good. I'm glad. Then he got some back downs after that. It was really good. Then sumo deads, a big improvement from last week, because last week I remember I was having trouble with pausing. I'd get like off balance, and then I wouldn't pause all the way. I'd slow down, or like I wouldn't be able to lock it out. But all 3 sets and all 3 reps in those 3 sets were pretty good, to be honest. I was able to really get into that position when I paused, and even though it was, you know, a little bit uncomfortable, as it should be, I was able to lock it out, so that's really good. And then accessories were really good after that. Fun little push day. Yeah, not much to complain about. Really, really good start to the first half of the week. Thursday, got my volume day. Won't be filming that, but Friday I will be I'm pretty sure I'll be filming. Got some heavy deadlifts and bench, so that should be pretty sick. So yeah, I'm really happy with the progress so far. Yeah, not much else to say. That's it for today. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you wonderful people in the next one. Bye-bye.